I think that by 2020, I started really understanding the term, if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah.
And I have concrete proof now. I don't know, they make basic things. Outside of this again. Hello, baby. Also, okay.
Hello, pretty.
Any dimmaumeh physical manifestations of the hello, baby. Sometimes I'm working like when they buy wicked. More, than a specific thing. Oh, come Gary me.
Oh, you're also
Calgary the Kamadanyo. More. Check out more. Calgary the Kamane made so much. In a lay your bed, and you can take you lie on it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be in Igbo because I'm sure that some of you are like, okay, if today's video is in Igbo, why is she speaking English? Nobody should drag me here. Uche is going to be doing the introduction in Igbo. So for those of you who do not understand Igbo, this video is going to be an Igbo chit chat video. It is going to include subtitles, so do not worry. If you're not Igbo, I'm sure that you can enjoy it. You will still enjoy it. The last one I did with you girls and boys. You guys really loved it, so we're doing it again. So Uche, can you please introduce what we're doing today in Igbo language? Let's go.
Kedu no umoma afamu bu nwada Uche Chukwu.
Nwada.
And I know ever with ezigbo yi nwai.
Yes, so yes.
So I gonna akpa na nkata ka ibiala ikpa. Ka I just chiochi. Because problem no the finish.
When at this babe, we go so way back. I get video right, like just get right into it, okay? Just get, before I video, can work on no English book I can say that. Yeah, I'm pure Igbo. Yeah, I'm radio Nigeria.
At all.
Igbo. I'm not so pure Igbo. I get English ni high so. Just normally you take man kata in real life. I bet back it as so Igbo without teaching English. Your man sounds organic at all because abroad time kind of shape in real life. So I want on Instagram no dranya juju because I chom kai bankata can wagi nwa so na one of the funniest people on man wani na. And when Bob na get meet Uche man chiochi because comedian mystery her calling the beginner sell out a hotel. Check and wagi get money, okay? Only the in for a treat. Don't worry. So, get video with the first question number. So, first question number imagine aju kedu kunu na bossy we meet here.
I meet in a HRC secondary school. I know about a hostel from JSS1 and but he got what abuna he me IG malo wine maka I know like la
Yes,
and I know Dimmaumeh, the librarian. Not love nature, onwhere.
Yeah.
So I name trade by butter. Not really trade by butter, maka.
Yeah.
You just had a lot of novels.
Yeah, I used to read a lot. But outside of that, Uche was also one of those people very, very easy to get along with. Like, I know, but in the beginning, under the category of Ndana Basa Weekend. Because between now, me and Uche no where. Like, Uche can wait on no better set, but Uche the more easygoing. I think Uche no take a lot of things in stride. And all one of those situations, man, are like mbani mataro mwani. And one of we ngasi na muna giseroku.
Mba.
Anye seroku.
No.
Mom when they imagine haku roku na
Sekatoku.
By just 2 just 3 gonna hana say koku. Opa ni gonna hana no house. Man, amu Uche no ne koku throughout. So year 2000 came to Rwani and it calculates here by now. Muna nwa mago nwani for like 21 years. Boko beri. Imagine a job like kerebe single 30+ women will keep find.
Hey!
Madisi, ebe single 30+ babes will keep find umuke ishi had them.
Alele. Iha ne wutem. Ini diri gwam iha ne wutem nkuku. O ne wutem.
Kangu neziokwu amakwam. Enwe ike before bunu no jubo meba nsu oyibo
like meet umokisi akwa
inwe ike nsike ga bag ga club enwe ebe mma na meet and some of you because question are in different varieties, some people the very specific na je ebe ka ga meet Igbo men
nke wezoku bụ na mụ abu Uche echekata gị one time si na ọ dịkwa ka ngeje join ụmụ site a ebe
like Tinder na Bumble
eziokwu because I got a room I try go me ebe a try your side there. So feel no
ga hating down had the kwemo. Enwe mgbe during lockdown mgba ha kpochikọrọ everybody n'ime ụlọ. Ofiri ime enyi m ekpo m mgba sim hey.
Maka na aka ga-atọ ụtọ ya.
Ofiri ime enyi m sim hey. Dimma ga try ya bombo. N'ifu na muna like 5 bare men. Na they rotate ha. Na gi ga bombo. Ni ga fema ụmụ nwoke gba kasa and the thing about that na give one with the control over because Bumble unlike Tinder, I think na Tinder to Tinder they shall work be match mad. Then onya he reach out to you, right?
Yeah.
But Bumble, but not the women. Obuna on hotakwa correctly. Makwa mem hini they change go mama na 2020 ba all the women bo onye no in their power email first contact na Bumble. Okay. So when I want mba na
ọ dịkwa ka aka endoro ọfụma.
Ima kwenye ba abjam dim mad do eba aso check the thing see okay ka thing get shall work and then I feel like because nana they very paranoid sometimes about online personas and hindi mad na bana pretending na have you know wonder ndị a ha na-ekwezi ụka ha na-ekwezi okwu
eziokwu maka na nke weziokwu bụ na onye ọbụla ji join dating site kwesịrị ịma na chances na ị ga-meet ndị alakarị ndị anaghị na-agbala ọsọ na street ị ga-emeet ha na that dating site so eze onye ju question na ịfụkwa biko
jide
mee ka mmalụ anọ gị n'azụ biko
ngwa na eziokwu ihe niile Uche kwuru the right unu fo onye mara ebe a na-emeet ha na Lagos share na comment section because mo onwe ma mara okay even nke njeji bere ebe no be meeting upon miro okay o we meeting because abuka no by going out abu hota nga nji wejete nke njete so
ya bụ na Cinderella takwala ezigbo afọ o tekwa risk
telling you
mana oge niile a na-ekwu okwu dịka ịchọta nwoke ndị mmadụ asị gị ndị nke njugo asị gị go out pull dress well kwuo okwu be intelligent try go me ha niile mana onye nna-achọ igwu unu asoye natago breakfast international and Nigeria ticket ga court ndị a ga-agbawa go obi.
Right, I actually agree. So onye mara ebe ha nọ bịa na comment section bịa gwa
biko mee ka mmalụ ọ dị ezigbo mkpa
enwe na jeba ka ihe bụ your favorite Igbo delicacy
na ajụ mụ na abacha gbalụ ndụ na mụ na abacha
the ultimate enwero nri ekere eke n'ụwa my people ma ana m ata abacha ngata nwa abacha morning and afternoon and night enwere ihe dịka abacha n'ụwa okay and abụ onye Anambra and I'll be the first to tell you that Anambra have what ndị nwa abacha na Igbo land ndị Enugu state ọ bụ ni to n'Enugu ma ị gara school n'Enugu and I like her abacha. I understand everybody got like everything, but let me tell you guys, like abacha is amazing, the best.
The
best. And Uche ha abacha. Uche bonye Enugu state. So ha bindi mu abacha.
Aiwa, me full-blooded indigene.
The next question I worry about, kedu ihe na amasị gị na nwoke?
Achọrọ m ịgụ egwu maka ma agụrụ egwu na nweta ihe nna achọ ịkọ.
Oya go dị egwu dị.
Kedu ihe na-enye nwa? What the I think kedu ihe na-enye nwa?
Uche, what is that song?
Over time ene go ndị niile mụ na ha yi ka mmalụ ko ihe dị iche o we ihe mfo na nka nna afọ na the next person and owo be ihe mfo ihe na-amasị m na nwoke I like m nwoke ma ihe ọ na-akọ nwoke kpakọnatala ọnụ nwoke bụ nwoke nwa bụ nwaanyị abụzie nwaanyị ọ bụrụ mụ na nwoke nọ
ihe a be very good thing
na-agba mkpa ka nwoke bụrụ nwoke kwuluchim ihe mme nsị gị na my husband is coming and ama m na when he comes it will be handled ọ dị ihe nchọ achọrọ m nwoke nka ga-anọkwa na nke ya na-agba mgba ọ bụzi ya ka ọmụ abụ onye okwu na ụka asị gị na nwunye ya na-ekwuka enyi ya nwaanyị na-ekwuka maka na ya nwa nazila azụ mụ abụla onye ọtụtụrụ okwu achọkwa nwoke na-ekwu eziokwu nwoke ma Chineke maka nke wee eziokwu bụ nwoke ma Chineke ga na-atụ Chineke egwu o nwee ụmụ ihe dị aṅụ na-ama mmegbu gị o chetakwu ya egwu Chineke ahụ.
No, very, very fair. I think I like motivation happen can born one. I think I have to say this in English.
Say it in English, my sister.
The thing is, I think that sometimes like men don't understand that for you to rest in your femininity or
femininity. No, there's no ninity. Is there ninity?
Is it ninity? Right.
Femininity. Wow.
For you to rest in that, you have to feel some sort of security. So I get what she's saying. In Uche, I feel like that sums up. But I'm very specific spec. Yeah. And very, very specific spec. So give one, well, you might go from Indini, like, you might sometimes get under my if you name a pattern, and from that pattern, I want okay, no, then I like it. And yes, when it's a certain situations you got to go. Like before you job, I'm going to walk it through, go to the moon, gonna go okay? So, I'm not trying to cope with that now. For Mumao, naturally, I be in terms of attraction. I'm a man, that's now at the more attracted to Mumoke Kamoji. Yeah, Umuke Dioji.
Okay, Chalo, Chadem, go.
Uche, Abiakwa, everything I get come and go never. Because Mama, because I calculate go me, I'm gonna need to watch Chelberry, you know, I am meet to be gonna ask before. My name is now. Umuke Dioji have a very special soft spot in my heart or whatever. And I come from experience, you know. And in terms of attraction, most of the time I didn't wear rhyme or reason, not just in here like it.
Yeah,
so I like him Diotang, you know, I'm a date to put to Mogono, so you're gonna go to a bit of a problem. Yes, when you come going to go about the same height. Onye na bambo. Ha. Mo no man shikwaru na shi. E mo go one person na neku on them boy on phone say e ga go rota. Osimba. That's not the Russian or officer. Echi e ga go a room officer. I don't understand what's going on.
What's going on?
Okay, so I feel like any demi feel in a bambo need you know, and I think that some of my friends too on a help na attraction.
It was more I feel I like him working day exclusive to me. I try working neighbor I say na amia buruburu. On Instagram again. Happy picture mu wine ni. Nko abu no fo.
Man I can't no brainer because he na eku bushi mbaka. Oburo di preference like obu ni he no I ga no ro nwe go one in mag everybody na go oku gi nke radio Nigeria che go onye obu na oku. Other that serious.
Okay my boss nko ozo mu na gi no na akpa nkata no na ekwu okwu nwoke dey soft to you. Nilo Amia's hard man. Man obata n'ime no. Oh your baby.
And you know, na tom PC.
Ihe obuna igwa ya.
Nke ahụ na
tom anu ihe na-ekwu.
Yes.
All the soft towards you.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, he can tell you everything and like listen to advice from you and just enjoy that space.
I feel like be the most like basic vulnerable version of himself, like because I feel like sometimes I haven't had the time and when you hand lock up most of the time. So onye bukwa Christian like Uche ko na go ka because so Chineke no dị organize. Most people like
Chineke na tu egwu.
Na tu Chineke no Chineke na tu Chineke ko ni honzo. No, I think that onye ụjọ Chineke na dị na ahụ ọ na-esenta ya ọkwa ịghọta ụjọ Chineke na dịrị gị na ọ na-esenta gị and at least ịmata ihe kindness bụ you know I don't need to convince you made the basic things bụ basic human decency mmadụ sanye ebe a okay so nnọma na ebe a si nnọma sọ gịnị ọ bụ gịnị ka m mere iji kpụrụ m n'ọnụ okay first of all ihe anụ nwe egwu enwe egwu Jennifer Lee Ogogo recently.
Okay,
Ima egwu ahụ.
Ononube.
I like egwu ahụ. I like egwu ahụ. I get link egwu na-emebezina. I think na from ebe nka nnama ji wee join ha. Jucha nke ahụ wee si nwanne m ga shake ukwu. And then ị ga-enye m pounds. Ota ka conversation na nnama shaga. No rhyme, no rhythm ko eri. Okay.
Ko ya also July question.
What is your favorite part? Onye can be your favorite part of Igbo culture?
Igbo amaka. Always certain things na afọ na Igbo na atom ezigbo ụtọ. Nnukwu afa ndị mmadụ. I am proud to be an Igbo person and be associated with the Igbo culture. I like the part of Igbo nkwụ na Igbo. Maka na marriage is so so complicated. I think weddings basically are complicated, but the idea of Igbo nkwụ was something that I treasure dearly. Ewe making on no happy me white wedding. Mananga abanatanku no matter how little.
What about it? Can you hear the thing about Igbanko? If find irrespective so much more marriage we like you to she like her.
I like him the fact na nwoke ga akpolo ndi be ha. si ha mommy daddy solunu na na-eji inu uche ha wee banye moto wee bịawa ịghọta the boy abịakwa ekwuo ụmụ okwu agha o take responsibility na onye a bụ nwunye ya akpọlụkwa gị na benda nwa gị na ha emekọwakwa. You know, that whole, maybe I'm saying it from the perspective of a woman, but that whole leaving your father's house and just clinging to that man and doing life with that man is just like the sweetest thing. I say abute 10 tubers of yam, obutia. Say abute isi oporoko na abu obutia. Obute maya, iga buya maya. Submit to your husband. That is the thing about. It had anatomy as motor. You know, it's just so it's love in its simplest form.
No. He could make you solid or make it very, very good sense to me. And I also know like prior to like Christianity, Igbo culture require very flexible rules, I think, around even divorce, because Igbo look why not very easy. Buru manya hunu butere ndi be the girl e buru ya, because Igbo basically bo Igbo, for those of you know how Igbo bụ traditional marriage, and literally oto na-echeme na Igbo culture bụ no ndị be the man ga-eburu mmanya bịa buru mmanya butere mmanya to ndị be the girl say ha na o nwere onye anyị forever like Uche shiwe kọwa anyị chọrọ taa butere ha mmanya, you know, and miss, you know, some other things omenala require ka ha mee mana unu nujo ọ dị very easy ndị be the girl eburukwa mmanya ahụ unu maro mmanya one ha bubia eburu ya ga buse ni compound. Sometimes I'm not ebuse ni compound okay. Any need of email for na ebu ya the girl ni si obulia yes we are buria ga bu ache her back, and that's it to everybody garo onwe ha I return go mmanya ha ebute I return go mmanya, and amara because Igbo alokwa yema on I involve in return bride price. Yes, so ihe more like about Igbo culture, I think that my favorite thing about Igbo culture but how simple I did. You know, I love like I love that the fact that although sometimes I crack a joke on social media, Igbo girls, Igbo men, money is such an integral part of our culture, making it, supporting, helping others make it. It's not separate from the culture the way that we view it, and it's not like Naina worship, but it is closely tied to Ibambo. Yes, for us. Do you understand? Do you understand? So, or a direct reward of hard work. So, and Ndi will like hard work, or before anything else, it's all in one. And I like him the fact that I think that maybe after moving away from Igbo land, can't stand this out to me, man. I like him that communication between us and elders did to more direct and other complex. You know, go nwere ihe na like on I think encourage na give people ya kishwe like not in a disrespectful manner, but I need to gbawo kirikiri ukose okirikiri before it express your tissue feel. Like hierarchy is not a big thing for us. Yes. And you see it too because even with the white man and they were colonizing different parts of Igbo land, different parts of Nigeria. Igbo land in his Igbo and it's because I did very, very decentralized, like and I believe brothers now like you know like literally because the Igbos have no king. Some parts of Igbo land did though. So we're talking of maybe Obi of Onitsha. Those like lineages go way back to the introduction of before, like, you know, they came before the introduction of warrior chiefs. Yes. Right? Exactly. Yeah. The Igbos kingship was not a big deal to us. What we had, the highest symbol of authority for us was the Omonna. And it is a group of people who come together to make decisions. Do you understand? And that's why I feel like sometimes during an election, some people will be like in the Igbo. And it kind of affects us negatively sometimes, where I think that other parts of Nigeria are quick to come out and say, this is our person. Yes. Or they are a bit difficult. And I think it's because of how we are wired. We kind of believe, or we've always believed culturally, that's now on a group of people that represent each, like different factions, like smaller units, make decisions together for a community. Yeah. We don't believe that one or two people can question, you know. So hierarchy, we may not like. I feel like I like the good parts of not having it, although like I said, with negative aspects of it. Yeah. Sometimes when you want to come together and it's a bit difficult, do you understand? But anyways, okay, the next thing I need kweba kwani makobodogi ihe ndi obodogi na aso
Man obodo niile ji dị iche
iche.
Mana ndị be daddy m ha dị quite easy going. Man ama m na ndị be daddy m ka bụkwa ndị anwa ka na-anụ osu irrespective of onye ọbụla na-asọlụ ndị osu. So mana ndị be mommy m ha ejiri osu ego.
I don't think so na osu na well like rolling my eyes to be honest because I feel like all those things should go away and disappear. But funny enough na ndị be daddy ma dey egbu agwọ.
Oh,
had a blue python, especially agwo buru ibu. And I think no bro just also on the side even she said a lot of communities in Igbo land that they agwo. And they all like an animal and they respect actually. So had a we mommy na kocha nyi mgbo beri je di oforo. Ya na daddy so na moto ha we na no we puta na bani ofu ko ofu nnukwu agwo nwan no na across main road. I ga-eji break ka di agwo gafe. I ga-ari nwa agwo ahu enu.
Irikwa ni enu gini ga-eme?
On san.
Hey.
Abomination I didn't mail to or you kweshiri ime ụdị ha so obodo anyị si the landlocked anyị nwere mmiri na the whole of our village anyị nwere streams or anything like that so ama m abịa n'ihe gbasara mmiri ha na-adịchakwa very very cautious enwe mgbe nọ na-achọ ụlọ na Lagos wee gachọta ofu ụlọ nwa na mmiri nọ n'azụ ya my father wee sị mee so na one day na mmadụ ga-eburu ntụba na dị mmiri enwe ebe wee sị na m ga-achọta ụlọ ọzọ so mmadụ juru ebe a kedu ka isi wee fight ya the pressure of you separate yourself from your Igbo identity because otu anyị shi dị well traveled because ọ na-afụ na a lot of exposed educated Nigerians bụ ndị Igbo ada like ime igoshi na ha bụ ndị Igbo
ka m kwugodo okwu n'okwu a bifo ikwuwa one certain time mana achọrọ m ịkpọ onye dị involved n'okwu a aga m Abuja so I got a makeup fair. So with two people muna hayi habun Igbo. I be nkata. Normally oya abuna bu my friend kwesi mana the first thing I go do very comfortable n'isu Igbo. Anywhere we need to throw it down and speak Igbo. You know, mbe gwa the girl okwu n'Igbo. Friend ya bukwa oya Igbo si mba na ihe aba Abuja na ada asu Igbo. And I was taken aback. I was like, sorry. Maka na abịa n'oyibo ahụ ga-asụ kanarị gị mana anyị bụ ndị Igbo anyị nọ n'obodo na-abụrụ obodo anyị ka ihe anyị na-amanju wee sụ Igbo ndị Yoruba ebe ọ bụ na efo ha ejiro asụsụ ha egwu ha ga-asụ ya otu ọbụla ọ si iche iwe gị iwe ha ga-asụ ya wee bulukwa ndị Hausa bụrụ ndị ọzọ so ka anyị ga-eji bụ oyi Igbo ife oyi Igbo ibe gị ị na-afọmuli ya oyibo
my head is a little bit more complex although na even it was very honest calculate ya mgbe anyị nọ HRC enwe some people anyị ha nọ HRC na amara asụ Igbo by the way HRC anyị gara was gangster ihe a na-abịa asị na some people amara ka esi asụ Igbo ịmakwa na anyị sọkọtara Igbo na HRC na enwe names of Igbo speakers
a na-afọ anyị
so Igbo ikwu ụgwọ otu a ka esi asụ Igbo mgbe anyị nọ HRC so ndị na-amara asụ Igbo a na-abịa na-make fun of them then and some people amara ka esi asụ Igbo before ha bịa HRC by the time actually HRC happen ha mụta ka esi asụ Igbo because Igbo like I said I the gangster na that school okay ọ bụrụ do this school a ụmụnne m ndị nke ikpeazụ gacha ebe ha na-eriju afọ no okay so enwekwa some people ụmụ mgbe anyị nọ na-eto n'Enugu na-amara asụ Igbo and not because na parents ha ekwe ha akụziri ihe Igbo ahụ Ebiaze na Lagos eba immediately another level of it the parents ha na-asụ her that Igbo and not only na-asụ her ihe Igbo ahụ but they were also encouraged to look at people who speak it casually or speaking it casually a certain way and everyone was saying one conversation around this thing on Twitter and I learned a lot that day you know ndị mmadụ wee na-kọwacha certain aspects of it that go back to the war and how after Imago Biafra lose that war Igbo people naturally Lagos, mobile Lagos or their places now pro Igbo speaking try to assimilate and not be very do you understand there was also a level of shame from Ian Hunter after they lost Biafra lost that war I don't know if I'm making any sense so I don't know it's a very delicate complex conversation to be honest and obuno nwere onye hotara ihe anu in bigger detail bia kọwara anya na comment section but by the grace of God. It's not Miss Igbo. Like even because when you're not otunshwe well traveled, the exposed. Can Imam appreciate the fact name and so another language till he ebe communicates with it comes to your advantage. Everybody puts someone and normal and say Gini member. Do you understand? Knowing how to speak it, I'm so grateful that my parents ejiri Igbo. My parents Igbo. Actually, one of my siblings in Bido nursery school. The boy gave Igbo to the point that teachers were my parents meeting where you people have to be speaking English to this boy. Every time you come say speaking Igbo to us, my father announced that's why I sent him here for you people to teach him English. But my children need to know how to speak Igbo.
Imana etomuna Benue, and Benue bụ predominantly Tiv, Idoma, Igede. Mana I got to go to school nata. My mom Igbo, oh yeah, made you see mother tongue. I think that's why kids pick up their mother's dialects faster than their fathers. Because mommy gasige je wetin ha. Aga na asu gi na Igbo. Wayo ị na-amụta. I ga asu English no. Igbo ka na asu.
Same thing in my house as well.
Oh yeah, buna. So echi niile nnugodi di nọ in the diaspora.
Yeah.
In the diaspora. In Nigeria,
no, that's actually fair enough. And I think that's because a lot of people know and all of that. I think that the most important thing be encourage conversations in that language. It's not enough because most people don't because na conversation are encouraged, right? And between now that's so easy, you know, consciously because mommy Moran is 7. And one day, kind of name me. That one day everybody didn't know Robun Ujunwa the 2 years. Ujunwa ma sweep. I'm like, huh? You know how? See, Uju, Obuna ini unconsciously just now. Sorry, English. Now that house.
Okay.
That we now woke up and now said no. If they speak Igbo to you, you have to reply us in Igbo. She knows how to speak Igbo. Now my kesha sweep woman and the thing when Igbo ya. Oye, man, ona sweep. Ona sweep. I said no. Naya Igbo. Igbo. And the Otaka Hageshu ebido, you know. Only kind of how do we think that colonialism affected Igbo culture? Yeah, very deep question, but anyway, positives when negatives, I would say. At least in the Igbo as a Buejima. But anyway, certain parts of it all redefining in such a negative way. And you wouldn't even know sometimes how much our culture has changed. If not now, maybe Igbo like works from Chinua Achebe or some writers that wrote in the early 20s, 30s, 40s that were still connected to people who were actually alive before the white man came. And which are some things kita nwa ndi Igbo gasege hade me ndi Igbo gasege hada akpa ishi umu nwoke hada akpa ishi umu nwoke ade eme nka lies. Ihe ni na bichi umu nwoke na-emebu before. Sige na umu nwaanyị ade eme nka umu nwaanyị ade eme nka lies. Umu nwaanyị na-emecha all those things before. But Christianity came and kind of redefined certain aspects of the culture.
Male and female.
Yeah, male and female. Like even some of these gender roles that we talk about, like Christianity colonization, redefined gender roles in Igbo culture, you know, so
Imana ana say no so nwoke na bụ ka ihe na-akpọzi ya odeji ka ogene ndị we bands na akọji mana oga akwụkwọ ngụ ọpụta na in those days no ụmụ nwanyị bụbu ndị dịka ụmụ nwanyị wecha bands of yams.
Even in construction, erecting houses, beautifying the houses, women heavily involved in that back in the day. And I think that women also largely had more autonomy. Yes, the culture, the patriarchal, right? But I think that women had more autonomy than they have now. I don't know if I'm making any sense. And it's not like we're all shackled or anything. We're just talking objectively. A lot of things that are frowned upon now were not necessarily frowned upon then when women embark on it. But like colonization came, like at that time, this was the late 1800s for British people. Do you understand? And women were very stifled. They brought that whole stiflization, if that makes sense. I know that word is probably not correct, but you know, try to make us adopt it. And it kind of changed things. But there are also good aspects of it because there are things that made recklessly that were not backed by anything. Like even this whole Osu thing on the outcast, Igbo Ejima or twins were considered an abomination.
Circumcision.
Igbo culture.
Came like a circumcision. Female circumcision.
Oh yes, two. Imago, those things. Birthday enlightenment. Madna Jeba, does the act of making friends get better the older you get?
The act of making friends. I feel like
I don't think it does.
The more you age, the more you are guarded.
You're guarded. Yes, I actually don't think it does
because you don't really want to let oburu yobuna ke ichoko no na your space.
Right.
So
And then we become conscious of how people judge us too, or what they think about things that we already like. Whereas when we were much younger,
you did not care about all of those. You like me, you like me. This is me in my most basic form. Mana kita, friendship kita is so stressful. There's a lot of packaging, there's a lot of lies.
And their interests now, because people are very strategic with the people they try to befriend. Because it's not just, that they're looking for companionship or they're looking, if people with very specific things had to...
when nature is certain kind of people can have friends, you know, among can get see where call what like social media and reality in terms of on dan ka choka afo hanaha mana when the chips are down we kwande ha na ejekwa akosala oko na akuku so kita friendship kita I don't sure can make it friends. I don't sure most people can be my friends but primary school, secondary school, a little bit of university.
And with some new ones to make at least maybe between last year and now, and I think not being very intentional. And one thing I feel like I'm jigike we motabo na against in your spirit na wage or your heart na wage about somebody. You know, in situations they make excuses for somebody all the time, especially in the beginning. Something is going on there, so let it be organic. I think not the possible there. So always some of my mom's age friends so like all marriage mates, I'm not going to you more opportunities in this life you get but man's na on a get easier.
I don't think I really go out of my way to make new friends. If it happens, like it just happens. But other than that, I'm content with them on a hand rule.
And that's all fair enough. That's fair enough. So December, what do you find, or can you not find it the most challenging about your culture?
Okay. About being what they call the generalization, like you rightly said, you know. Imito mado. When you say, what's your name? What will you keep? You don't go with your English. I say, no, where are you from? Say, okay, I'm from Enugu State. I'm Igbo. I say, Igbo girls. You know, una like kego, umuwa Igbo like a soft life, which is not bad. Mana, then it makes you guarded. Makana oya ne chegi. You know, wiki igwa oya ozo on a normal day. Say anene. Man, iwara wakuya atagoya na. Igbo.
I'm sorry, make a tap I'm sorry, like you come again. That's the end of the conversation. You know, I'm not interested in onion reading query. I feel like if every tribe were a stereotype about every tribe. If you cannot come again and meet right? We all red flag already.
So all that generalization.
That is it.
Yes, there's too much expectations because there's too much expectations from an Igbo girl. People are constantly waiting for you to make certain types of mistakes so that they will just peg it on you. Na Igbo girl should be, so that's why she did that, or that's the. But other than that, I think
that's very interesting.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people that were waiting for me to slip up because
so that they would say
yes, because I am an Igbo girl. Like you are too outspoken.
And the fact that you also grew up in Benue means that you've had this. Like you grew up outside of Igbo land means that it's not like something. It's not even something that is very peculiar as adulthood for you.
No, not really. I think most people just expect me to know how to speak Tiv or Idoma because I grew up in Benue State, but that is not the point. I'm just saying, as an Igbo girl, like even trying.
No, I'm saying that meaning that somebody expecting you to slip up and immediately say no, Igbo she be is something that. Before adulthood and you moving out of Benue is something that you've also even seen people.
Yes, it also happened in Benue when I was living there. You know, I say, Naibo girl. So anything you do has to go back to you being Igbo.
Right. Oh well, me, my biggest issue is the misogyny and the patriarchy. If you were expecting a different reply, that's just what it is.
You didn't disappoint.
No, of course. Like I cannot disappoint. I cannot disappoint my people. That's just what it is. I think that with a certain aspects of the culture, need to be revised. You know, even around inheritance, around rights, around value. You know, in a matter I've said, like rightly said, bicycle, and when you have no amount to unless and when certain other things go. Do you understand? And I think it's just value independence, respect. I'm sometimes some people are just thinking in 2022 a problem man they live with the experience you a certain age and no baby imudoku in na village imudoku in around family members ima ihe so ya no ibuka no onye na agba mbọ nke nwa akpọgom to the side sometimes gwa m ọrụ ị na-arụ ụgwọ a na-akwụta gị ga-ejitu nwa ya obere ha ga-agwa ya nwoke
mba
ị ga-akpọ nwoke to the side si anya
ya kpatazi ego
ị ga-akpọ nwoke si anya si kwụsị ihe ọ na-eme ya nominate amara onye ọ bụ no so ụmụ ihe ihe niile unconscious thinking na-eso ya ọkwa ịghọta so that's kind of what it is for me so ofu onye nọkwa ebe ekwu okwu maka ihe Igbo anụwa na-ekwu na mgbe ọ natara Nigeria na o notice na ndị in-laws ya anaghị asụrụ ụmụ ha Igbo problem to be honest I think that everybody ga try ime better and I'm a lot of people chọkọ dị different mana ị ga-afụ a lot of people na-amara dị ka esi asụ already ọkụyọta ha na wonder ka ma amara ka esi asụ kedu ka ngecha kụzikwa n'ụmụ m ọkụyọta so a cycle need break mana afụgokwa m a lot of websites and platforms of recent megoria like their whole end goal is just kuzi adult otesha mu Igbo ebe ga-eje mu nwa Igbo ọkụyọta so mmadụ na ebe ajụ with whom do you have the longest lasting friendship so far ọkwa I think na ogenwa ogenwa literally for me mmadụ na ajụ can you marry outside Igbo tribe ị ga-anụ di outside Igbo tribe
ha eziokwu echego m ha because anyị bugo m onye na-abụrụ onye Igbo
keko shije
ya bụ the problem ọ bụrụ na ihe na ọbụla mee apart from maybe differences anyị nwee mana I like being with a man I can speak Igbo with there's just something very sweet about it I sụkata English I asụ Igbo o woche ụmụ okwu a ga-asụ n'Igbo anọ ha bụ ihe like mana
maka na ị ga-anụ onye Igbo and still the person bụ onye Igbo mana ọ mara asụ Igbo
m ga-akụzili ya onye fọta ya kwesịrị ịbụ one of the things bring guys together anyị kwesịrị na-asụ Igbo like as a couple ịkpọ m na phone anyị kụkata ya asụ ogodo Igbo maka ọ na-atọ ụtọ I want to listen to you speak Igbo to me and vice versa mana maka na ọ bụrụ anyị nwa na-eji aka anyị eme ihe na
I feel like for more man say na the person ga-amanata ka esi asụ Igbo but as long as the person na-aghọta nwa Igbo I think that is enough for me. But the person na-aghọta nwa Igbo then nke ahụ ezugoro m mana abụrụ m a big fan of you restrict onwe gị to the boundaries of tribe denomination ịmakwana this year before onye nke dọkpụrụ m agwa m ya no asịgo m onwe m na last adọkpụrụ m ihe aresi otu Jizọs si eme Paul arrest n'ụzọ ebe dị ere
on the way to Damascus
otu aka eme arrest gemti ya before agwa m ya pụma mesi na this year na noticed him that na I feel in the days a lot outside my tribe and na this year na actually me
this was your year to
no this was my year to me explore na actually date at least come the jomo at least you know never come the jomo say open me date go Yoruba and say na me date get or work on ihe like na ihe na like you but na me date go onye imago come na na-ekwu okwu na akpọ mimi but
I feel like I'm just set in my ways in that I genuinely
because I feel like
want to end up with an Igbo
man ụfọdụ ndị shiri ọnwụ na ọ ga-abụnata onye Igbo ma family shiri ọnwụ na ọ ga-abụ onye Igbo ama m onye nọ na ya onye na-abụrụ onye Igbo nwoke ala ọbụchara ya dịrị dị mere everything family ya si na ọ bụrụ ọnụrụ onye Igbo na nke nwa ga-eme ụta o wee gaga nụ onye bụ onye Igbo the man amaghị gị afọ ime afọ ya gaga soro onye ọzọ so I feel like onye bụ onye ọjọọ ga-abụ onye ọjọọ
irrespective of the tribe
yes
but I feel like there's still some really...
no there are very legit reasons and I think that the older you get ịchọrọ ịbụ an outsider to any family anobata
thank you
I think that no that is no kambo because Ima Majogi is very very specific about dynamics between gị and onye and to be honest ọ bụ na ọsọsọ English ka mụ na onye mụ na ya dị in love with na so ma onye bụ onye nke mụ na so do you understand all the enough as long as I communicate ọ bụkwa na anyị ga-asụ nwa Igbo dị Igbo bụ added jar bụ ihe mana onye nchọrọ bụ onye nke m onye bụ onye nke m nwa bụrụ onye nke ya finish, right? Mana on a tricky, which I fully understand.
Family gatherings,
family gatherings. That is where the dynamic. And I see this out. Even I've seen people outside of Igbo, any other tribe. I've seen, like, I remember, like, I know Edo, Yoruba. I've seen people, like, as long as na Ibar any place and it kind of gives you context as to why elders now fight here some of the time and I fight and because marriage on its own is already hard.
Yes.
And it's easier for you to maybe deal with certain things. More brothers now communication.
That is the problem, because all run with Ndebeha, he will throw down and start speaking their dialect. Then you feel like the outsider.
Yeah.
You know, but then you'd want to communicate with your Igana Solomia English. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand. Can you hear me say?
We need to speak Igbo.
Yeah. I don't know English, guy, man. So I swear the English.
So,
confirmation. After confirmation, Mubo Priska.
Amanda.
So somebody's here asking, would you go back to any of your exes or date the next person knowing that they will break your heart in 5 years?
Hey, 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but wicked.
Yeah.
Nkage was square any artery or vein then. But
Uche, what do you mean by giving what's any artery? Make it any man with artery or vein in 5 years?
In 5 years. Ha, you get break heart after 5 years. You can get this one do. Here. Do you know I'm operating with one artery and one vein? The next boy that will break it.
Uche,
Monia, mana. Speaking from experience, I actually go like once or twice.
Eben Nokita no go kwame before.
And
sorry dear.
I serve kwamu the breakfast too.
Okay, more I serve from breakfast, man. A man suru na shigunu na Eben Nokita abura new door. In short, listen. Eben Nokita abura the first rodeo, okay? Yeah. I never go double before. Here the second double. So, okay, remember now I got to issue because let's go missionary the double this time around and on a walk around.
And I feel like it's coming from a place of understanding.
Yes, because when you visit to go certain things, man, kata, or move on. Then you can not pretend 5 years or maybe.
Manoboyen like really, and then overall me a problem. You know, obgodi na igbasa oya ha na chite ko bia yom.
Uche the quiz you kwa kita no by the time Igbo mama ejima times 3 and be happen in 5 years. If you don't want to be dishi.
Mbasi mo yen.
Because what is your favorite color? Uche no.
Anyway,
no.
I download the go.
No
PDF file. So you try and send oya ko go oya ngoto yembu.
Matisi, can you say something about how proud we are of Chimamanda Adichie as an Igbo? She makes us so proud.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Chimamanda makes everybody so proud. If Chimamanda does not make you proud, I don't.
Beyond.
I can't help you.
Like I'm from her natural hair to the way she speaks.
You're even talking of the physical.
The way
Chimamanda's brain should be in a museum, man. Like, I like the way she thinks a lot. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like comfort food.
She talks with so much articulation.
The way she talks, the way she articulates.
She's not in a rush.
Listen to me. And even the way she writes. I'm sorry, everybody knows I'm a big Chimamanda stan, so I'm sorry I'm kind of cutting in. Yeah. I'm even reading a book now with a collection of short stories in Nago. I'm almost done.
The first time I fell in love with her was Half of a Yellow Sun. Like when there's a hype about something, right? I'm not sure the and the mad like Carol about it. So when my university, friends in our English department, I recommend the Laokwa for them. Half of a Yellow Sun. Oh, the Laokwa, the white.
No, the thick.
It looks like a Bible. You know, so when I tell one of my friends, we go kata Laokwa, go kata her account of the Biafran War, how it happened. But this girl will liquid gold. No, yeah, the solid. She knows what she's about.
I fell in love with Chimamanda when I got a YouTuber. I were 2 TED Talks Omego, right? Yeah, before I go out where the first one was the danger of a single story. I think everybody needs to listen to that TED Talk. And then we're in cable. We should all be feminists.
You always talk about that.
Yeah, we should all be feminists. Danger of a single story. Beautiful, so articulate. My favorite book was actually the first one I read. Okay, well, I feel like I fell in love with after reading the first book, but then Purple Hibiscus is not necessarily my favorite book, but I also like it was good enough work for me to be like, oh my goodness, Wanya did bad. So Purple Hibiscus, Half of a Yellow Sun. I've read everything that she's come out with, and just very recently, I know that this isn't new, but an essay not in one of this our country, in one collection of essays now of this our country where different Nigerian authors there are bound. They are called in a room carry go see you know. Mana Chimamanda were so about different authors had the child essays. Chimamanda dere nke ya bụ becoming, I think na akpọrọ ya. I know they're about this Lagos. Ima anọ na plane wee na-agụ akwụkwọ a gocha this story wee si ọkwa n'ihe a ka nwaanyị a ji bụrụ Chimamanda. Because at that point agụgo m about 3 or 4 or 5 stories before nke ya. Mana ịgụcha nke ya ị ga-feel na igoro ihe dị heavy.
There's currently a rave about how they call
the MBA speech.
Yes, I get them here, but I know it's going to be satisfying, right? Because what is
Chimamanda?
Chimamanda?
I'm proud, dears. Dears, we are
proud.
We are proud in her, dears.
Yes.
Kedu ihe ọzọ? So mmadụ na-ajụ kedu the best way ị ga-eji learn Igbo abroad with limited access to ndị Igbo gị na ha ga na-asụ ya. Ọ nwekwa ndị mma si na otu ha si wee mụta ghọtawa Igbo bụ through Nollywood movies. Like yes, just tuning into like Nollywood, and then which are somewhere for some of those websites and resources that might happen in the description box. But you get you want to learn. But the most important thing more than you know can swear, we practice is swear. I think that now the older you get, you put certain things a certain way more. They might make fun of you. Na bena block or okay, then I bena block and they might need take that risk.
Yes.
The older we get, like is way quote, the more guarded we become.
You are.
Mmadụ si ihe na-enye gị obi aṅụrị mgbe ihe na-adịghị aga otu isi wee chọọ.
Quite a difficult question because there are sometimes when things don't even like pan out
Makes
the
sense.
way you want. There was a time
Usually
I
makes
left
sense.
social media for like 7 months. I wasn't able to leave WhatsApp because I would have deleted WhatsApp if I could. But then I think most times it's just you going back to yourself, like not anymore and think about the pros and not the cons. Sometimes you just need to block out the white noise. There's a lot of noise going on, and you feel like you are doing so little while others are doing so much, and it depresses you, puts you really down. But you go back, like rest. I call it retreat and rest. Just retreat and rest and block out all of those noise and just get yourself back again. And another thing that has always helped is praying. I wish I had a more solid relationship with God than I do right now, but praying always helps. Whenever I pray,
I feel like there's nobody who I know that does not wish that they have a more solid relationship.
I wish.
But then it also says something about yourself. Nina try.
Yeah.
The want for it to be better comes from a very, very good place. I know him na try commanding bad most of the time. Na happy to complain one or the child to switch or so. It very nenyaka.
It really. It was a prayer warrior. The koko anewu.
And about the peace in so
yeah, you know that it's definitely going to work out because what? We have a good relationship. Yeah. Of course, he has to come through.
Battery died. But we're back now, patience. Okay, so I round up this video. Ebere na-enye aka.
Ọ na-enyere aka.
Ekpere na-enye aka ọfụma. Sorry, video cut remind na aza video that question. Mana ekpere na-enye aka ọfụma bụ ihe anyị ga-ekwu, mụ ga-ekwu. And ọ bụ na ijibụ this question, nga sị gị maybe iri nri na-enyekwa m aka, like I agwagwego m before na abụ m emotional eater. Gị nwa na-ekwu na ihe dị gị heavy n'obi na-eri nri.
M na-eri nri mgbe break a heart m daye nche na m ga-anwụ. Mana abịa m uche ya becha akwa mbe like for 5 minutes. Also got see pepper into it.
Well, of course.
With nutrition.
I don't get.
Richer I continue kwa dia.
Mana in certain cases, eating brand option. Like for example, last year, I was in such a and eating was not even like I couldn't do. So, joy, they accessible to you.
Do it.
Do it. If it obru no ndi mmadu, obru no movie, obru no akwụkwọ, obru ebe a na-eje, ihe obuna ị ga physically wume. Right? Like that's it. Yeah. Mmadụ saying recite their Igbo alphabet. A, B, C, D, B. That's where my own end. Before secondary school,
yeah, exactly.
Even numbers now. I think also 10 can go. Otu, abo, ato, ano, ise, ishi, asisa.
Ishi.
No. Ineku ishi. Why you saying ish? Isi. Otu. Abo, ato, ano, ise, isi, asa, asato, ite, iri.
Okay, ite no iri.
10 is iri.
Is you, yeah.
10 is iri. Yes. Wow. I even know that.
What a wow.
Madison, how do I meet Igbo babes that don't feel like speaking Igbo makes them local? Only when you meet them make speaking Igbo makes them look.
Drop the person like
hot coal. What's that?
Makake na das Igbo and I'm mangilu no. Ibiazi na form posh.
Madison, Anambra versus Enugu men.
The truth, I've never been with an Anambra man. Huh? Yeah.
You're missing out in this your life.
Are you not?
Anambra men are the ultimate.
Wait,
sorry.
Calm down. I've never been with an Anambra man. I've always dated like Enugu boys, Enugu guys.
My dear, I have done Imo, Abia, and Anambra is the ultimate.
But you've never been with an Enugu man. You see? You are missing.
No, but there's nothing. I don't think that they will have hold any. No. Everybody face your village.
Enugu man.
Everybody face your state.
My premium man.
No, Anambra man. Oh man.
I've never been with an Anambra
man. When money enter,
hey,
the love is sweet.
Okay,
do Anambra men know what romance is without?
Manakite iku ya. The iku kita bihen na like. Any Anambra boy ma the single. Natural wine. Natural wine.
Well, to be honest, I date the Monyo Enugu State. But Anambra.
There's one Anambra boy I used to know. Like
the way you're saying it looks like that does not make sense.
No. You see? Your people are praying up.
No,
I will finish that boy here.
No.
Since I knew.
Moving on. Like everybody has answered to your tent, oh Israel. Man never join a Bible Igbo. No, actually, like ngagungu Igbo, iwete Igbo text eba no. Ngagungu Igbo, iwete Igbo text eba kita ngagungu. But my thing is that na
I don't sure can ngagungu.
Oburo yen ngagungu casually like nchina gu Igbo, ngagungu Igbo, but ona requires so much of my attention.
Yeah.
Can you read the last question I gave with Eba? So Madison nwoke chọrọ gị mana ọ naghị egosi na ọ chọrọ gị ọfụma kedu ife ị ga-eme?
Ọ chọrọ gị. That's just the honest
so buru akpa gị gawa.
Eziokwu niile because no matter how much I na-ekwu ihe a bụ ihe onye ọbụla ma nwoke chọrọ gị ga-put in effort. Like we have all experienced a man
that actually puts effort. You will know that somebody is
when men want something or
you will know.
Apply pressure when they want you will know. They will be applying pressure and you
can't even see past them.
You cannot even breathe and the man that is applying pressure. So if a man is not applying pressure and he's just saying it, I feel it's lip service. So I
think that by 2020 I started really understanding the term if he wanted to he would.
Yeah. And
I have concrete proof now.
Like when someone leaves you on red, it means
red. Yes.
Hey, I'm now.
Me, I'm even talking about the more like doing things to
ghosting, uncle. All those men that will ghost.
Please, we're talking about psychiatric patients now. Onye ị na-enye good attention gị mana ọ naghị come correct. Ọ naghị emerụ gị ihe ndị kwesịrị ime gị.
No. O nwekwa ọzọ nchọ ikwu. Ịma na ị na-ebe. Oh, where some men they know emotionally unavailable. If that is your thing, if that is something Ichi may explore, that's good and fine. Oh, okay, how would I even put it? They are so sheltered, you know. They don't want to. They've built so many walls around them. In that relationship, you go turn to
vulnerability.
You will keep.
A lot of things that actually make a healthy relationship to them is a sign of weakness. So
they don't want to appear weak to you. They don't want to tell you stuff. It does a big age hammer. Wall. He like it's fine, but not for me. Boy, him bia.
So Uche kugo nke mwa abo. Obu na dey make basic things outside of it. Hello, baby. Also, okay.
Hello, pretty.
Any meaningful physical manifestations of the hello baby, because as far as I'm concerned, when you happen in and do too much, some people are not too much, but I'm bringing and too much, and sometimes I'm working like when they buy wicked more than a specific thing.
One pill
more
of
than specific things because oh, come gari me.
Oh, you're gonna
Calgary the Kamadanyo. Check out Calgary the Kamane so much. In a lay your bed and in a take you lie on it. So my own is in ịmakwa ihe ị chọrọ ịma the most basic version of yourself ịmara ihe ndị a na-connote love to you make ya clear to the person
that these are the things you like.
Finish. Because that is how resentment na-eshe bido.
Hey,
that's it.
Exactly.
So guys, I hope you make a video enjoy. Video atoro ogologo I might bag issue bido maybe here that. Maka na ekpekpere no ihe ga squeeze me to 15 minutes mana.
Na ikokola akọ.
I for smart eba. I got phone. Oh, mama got phone. Now my next video. Bye.